Just a quick one as we're among friends. I mean, how's that bump treating you?
Very well. It's funny, I've actually been joking in the past few weeks. I'd seen this documentary on Netflix about feminism, and one of the things they said during pregnancy was, I feel the embryonic kicking of feminism. I love that. So boy or girl, whatever it is, we hope that that's the case with our little
The
bump.
next generation of feminism is already on the way there. Guaranteed. You heard it here first.
If things are wrong, and there is a lack of justice, and there's an inequality, then someone needs to say something. And why not me? So I think, you know, if I look at that from that young age and then sort of follow what I did in the years after that, it was always about learning more, not just from where I was, but where else in the world similar things were happening, a different version of the same thing, so to speak. And once I became old enough to travel, specifically to developing countries, and see what was happening abroad, I think for me what really resonated was the lack of education for girls and how that has a ripple effect on so many things. And I think, you know, it seems like a broad stroke, and many people will say, okay, fine, yes, you want girls to have an education, you just want to have smart girls. It's actually much more complex than that, and it really does solve so many of the world's problems when a girl has access to education. You know, I mean, you look at it and you could say, here are the vulnerabilities and the challenges that come about when they don't have access to education, right? Early childhood marriage, susceptibility to trafficking, modern slavery, all of that. But equally, look at all of the positives that come out of it when you do have access to education for young girls, how it affects economic development, the GDP, billions of dollars on the table are lost by girls being pulled out of education. And so I think when I look at it from those terms, it would be impossible for me to sit back and not do something about it. But for men to understand they can be feminists as well. I mean, I think when we talk about gender stereotypes shifting, what it means to be masculine, what it means to be feminine, you know, I've said for a long time, you can be feminine and a feminist. You can be masculine, and I think in terms of masculinity, you understand that your strength includes knowing your vulnerabilities, and your sense of self and security, your confidence, comes in knowing that a woman by your side, not behind you, is actually something that you shouldn't be threatened about, but as opposed to that, you should feel really empowered in having that additional support, that this is really about us working together. That's what gender equality means for me, and having men part of that conversation to say, there's nothing threatening about a woman coming up to the same level. It's our safety in numbers. This is our power and our strength as a team. So, and that's gender